that'll bring up the fun team after getting that inning-ending double play. As Baby Girl was forced at third and Junk was forced at second. Leading out for the fun team will be number 6. Yariam. Sorry about that. Was struggling with where to go with that name. So it's Yariam, Kella, Shannon, Sue, Lauren, and Kathy. Katie. So Yariam will step in to the box. The fun team is trailing by a run. Here's the first pitch. Yariam goes after it, right at the shortstop, in between the wickets. Wasn't able to get the glove down on that bounce on the turf. And so Yariam is aboard with a single. That'll bring up shortstop Kella. With a runner on. Here's the pitch. That one's going to go outside. No offer at it. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, if you're just tuning in, it is a 1-1 count. So that means there is 1 ball and 1 strike when you first start off. So when you step into the batter's box, the next pitch you see will be 2 of something, either a ball or a strike. And there's no foul to give. We'll explain what that means here in a minute. Goes after that one, sends a fly ball into left center field. Mish with her speed is up with it. She's got it easily right into the glove. Can of corn for her. And we've got 1 out. So that brings up Shannon, who was playing at third with that strong arm of hers. And here's the pitch, the 1-1. She goes after that one, sends a high shot into right center field. That's going to get past the glove of J-Lo. That's going to turn the outfielders' backs to the infield, and that's never a good thing. Here comes the runner from first. That's Yariam. She's going to round all the way home and come in on the big shot by the third baseman. So Yariam will score, tying the game, and Shannon is the go-ahead run there at second. They're going to put in a runner for her. Tell you that who that is in just a second, as Sue Yale comes up to plate. With the runner at second and 1 in, 1 out. Here's the pitch. So they put in a runner for her. She takes the ball. They put in a runner for Shannon. You get to do that once per inning. It can be anybody on your roster. Sue goes after that one, lines right back to the pitcher, up with it easily. Takes a look at second to make sure that that runner does not advance. That was a hard shot right at the pitcher. Hit her glove, though, so she should be okay. Walking it off a little bit. No harm, no foul. She gives a smile and a nod to the umpire that says she's good to go. The baller that she is. I am a pitcher, and having been on the receiving end of those, it'd take a minute to just kind of recover from. You got to catch your breath a little bit. So here's the 1-1. That one sails outside, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs, runner at second base. Most likely she will be going on contact on anything hit up the middle or to the right side. That one is right between the 5.5 hole, so she's able to diagnose that, and she heads to third easily. The throw comes in. It's going to get cut by the shortstop, so runners will be at first and third. That will bring up Katie, sorry, I did that a second time. Katie, with runners at first and third and 2 outs, 1 in. Here's the pitch. Goes after that one, fly ball. That's going to be Misha. She's going to be able to get there. She's not. She's going to come up, fires a strike to second base, but the runner's already there, and the run does come in. That was Shannon's run. They put in a runner for her, number 10, and number 10 I don't know. Oh, that's Yara. Number 10 is Yara, so she's able to score for Shannon. And the fun team takes a 2-1 lead. On Katie's single, that moved Lauren to second. Here comes another line drive right back at the pitcher. She's not going to recover this time. It hits her and gets a little too far away from her. Time is called, and she's going to need to walk this one off. That's 2 now in this inning. Hard line drives right back at her. They're going to tend to her for just a second. It is, folks, I got to tell you, it is hot out there, and it's muggy. And so any kind of injury like this, or any kind of a dinger, any kind of a stinger, is going to be amplified that much more just because of the heat and the humidity. So she's going to walk it off. She's going to think about taking maybe a practice pitch. You're entitled to that after something like that has happened, when you have to call time like that. So she's just kind of stretching it out. And she's going to go for it. No practice pitch needed. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right center field. J-Lo looks like she's tracking that one easily enough, and she does. So she's able to record the out, but 2 runs come across. And the fun team takes a 2-1 lead. So that was Carrie who hit that fly ball. So up next for the fun team will be EH's Kelly and Rachel, and then Aaron and Yara and Bobby will balance out will complete the inning, or the lineup before they come up. As the pitch black team tries to get that run back and hopefully more. So Boss is going to lead off the inning. He's the shortstop there. And then after Boss will be Leslie. So Boss takes a pitch there. And then Rowdy will bat third. She's in the hole. So here's the second pitch to Boss, and third pitch to Boss. She takes a walk, 3-pitch walk. So she heads down to first on the leadoff walk. So that brings up Leslie and then Rowdy. And Sue comes set. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right at the third baseman. Not a fly ball, sorry, a line drive right at the third baseman. Well struck. 6 inches one way or the other, and that's a base hit, but it was right into the glove for the first out. So Leslie lines out to the third baseman, and that brings up Rowdy. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. Could be 2. Over to second for 1, but it gets away, and Boss isn't running, but now she takes off, so she's safe at second as Rowdy reaches first on the error. That brings up Bex. We didn't get to see Bex in the first inning, or the first game. She hits another one right back at the pitcher. Sue's able to recover, gets it over to first. Thank goodness for that face mask. She's saying, she's waving everybody off. She's saying she's okay. That ball was smacked her right in the face, but for that face mask, goodness knows, she's laughing about it. But that puts runners at second and third. And 2 down. J-Lo, number 6. She grounds to third. Here comes the throw over to first. It is not in time. She is safe. Boss is able to score from third. The runner is able to advance from second to third. And no play there. So, though it was a bit in dramatic fashion with 2 outs and a fielder's choice to third with no force, that third baseman had to throw to first, and J-Lo was just able to leg it out. And that enabled Boss to score, who was running on contact. Rowdy able to get to third. J-Lo's at first. And that brings up Misty, number 11. Here's the pitch. Takes it on the ball. 3 balls and 1 strike to Misty. Runners at first and second. And she takes a walk. Misty gets the base on ball. And the bases are full of pitch black. That brings up Rachel, who was used in the last game as a runner a couple of times. This will be her first time actually swinging the bat today. Rachel is the last batter of the order, so it will be Tiff who is on deck. She's the leadoff. So 1 run in. Runners all around the bases are full. She goes out to the first pitch, ground ball to shortstop. She's up with it on the easy toss over to second, and the third out has been recorded. So the fun team gives up the run, but pitch black is able to tie it, and the score is 2-2. Still haven't seen our first double or our first strikeout quite yet. Our first double is sponsored by the Sports Diversity Leadership Council. The SDLC is a membership organization of sports teams, leagues, and organizations, as well as corporate partners, convention and visitors bureaus, sports commissions, and individuals working together to harness the power of the sports community. ASANA is a proud member of the SDLC, and you can find out more at sportsdiversityleadership.com. So when we get a double, it will be sponsored by the Sports Diversity Leadership Council. And when we get a strikeout, that'll be sponsored by 100% Bully Proof. If you've ever been the victim of bullying, whether it was by family, at school, or at work, find out how you can transform your thoughts and actions to strike out your bullied spirit. Find out more about their boot camps or team building workshops at 100%bully-proof.com. So when we have a strikeout, we'll reference that. When we have a double, we'll reference that as well. I don't know if you can hear, there's a security door that's giving us some fits there. So if you hear this little beeping noise in the background, I'm not sure if the mic's picking that up or not. I can't imagine how it's not. But if it isn't, then you're lucky. If you are, then, well, you know what's going on. Now, that's Kelly, who's the EH for the fun team. She goes after it and hits a hard shot to left field. That's going to get down, and Kelly gets on board with a good single. There it goes. So I don't know if you were being tortured slowly to death by that beeping noise, but it is gone now. That brings up Aaron, Rachel. Unless I've gotten my math wrong. Nope, that was Rachel. Now it's Aaron, sorry about that. She hits a ground ball in that 5.5 hole. The shortstop is not able to get up with it. So Rachel gets to second, and Aaron gets to first, and Yara coming up. So runners at first and second. Yara is up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Sends a solid shot into right center field. J-Lo's going to come up with it. Fires to second. Will they get it in time? They will not. So they had the chance to get that force at second, but they weren't able to come up with it. So with that, we have the bases loaded. That's Rachel at third, Aaron at second, and Yara at first for Bobby coming up. Bobby is the bottom of the order, and then we switch back up to Yariam, who is the leadoff. So here's the first pitch. That one is called a ball, a little deep. No outs here. Here's the second pitch, the 2-1. Fouls that one off, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, there are no fouls to give here. So if this next pitch is a foul out, then it is a foul out. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Hard shot down the first base line, and that's going to get through. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. That's Rachel, and now Erin is coming in. Yara gets to third, and the throw gets up the line, but she's going to hold there as Bobby rifles a shot down the right field line. Beautiful shot. So the fun team scores 2, making the score now 4-2. And that brings up the top of the order, Yariam, with runners at second and third and nobody out. Here comes the pitch. Yariam hits a foul ball down the first base line, a little grounder. Still looking for our first out here, with runners at second and third. Yariam takes a ball, so now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. She goes after that one, sends a line drive right up the middle. That'll score the runner from third, and the runner from second will come to third and hold. No, now she's going after the throw gets away. The throw at home is not in time, and Yariam is able to score. So Yara was able to come in, and Bobby was able to come in. So now it's 4 runs in this inning. We still don't have an out. We have a runner at first, and shortstop's at the plate. The score is 6-2, and here's the pitch. Hard line drive over the glove of the shortstop. That's going to get out there for Mish. She's up with it and fires it in. So Yariam not able to advance, but a good hard shot by that shortstop. Four runs in this inning. Runners at first and second. Oh, and she goes after that one. Pops it up to the second baseman, but it doesn't look like she's got it. It bounces on that turf into that area where the turf meets the grass. Here comes the throw. It gets away from the shortstop, and the runner is going to come in from third. That's Yariam. She's going to score from third on that little sort of Texas leaguer that just got past the glove of the second baseman. Turned her around. She had to navigate that confluence of the turf and the grass. Was unable to come up with it. So runners at first and second now. At second is Kelly. At first is Shannon. And Yariam is able to score. So that brings up Sue, who took that shot right off the mask in the last half inning. Takes a ball here. Here's the next pitch, and that is called a ball as well. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Struggling in that heat here. Here comes the 3-1, and that one is going to be a strike right on the corner. Perfect pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This one has to be. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Here comes the pitch. Flies a ball into left field. That one's going to drop. Runner advances from second to third. She's rounding third, headed to home. Here comes the throw back into the infield. They're going to concede that run. So now Kelly has scored. Shannon gets to second. Sue is at first. 6 runs in this inning, and the score is now 8 runs to 2. Runners at first and second. Lauren's at the plate. Still nobody out here, folks. This is one of those innings in this heat can just kill you when it's just so long and you're out there. Still haven't recorded an out. Here's the pitch. Sends a fly ball into shallow right field to get another Texas leaguer past the glove of the second baseman. Right fielder, though, was right there. Tiff was right there, and she's able to get that ball in to keep the bases loaded and no runs allowed. So Sue is able to get to second. Lauren is at first, so the bases are full of the fun team. That's number 13, Katie. A little fun fact about this fun team. They're from San Diego, but to get a team here, they have borrowed from 3 from 2 other teams. So it's 3 teams total here wearing these Fun Team jerseys as that single gets into right field. On the throw, they're able to not record the out. It was a good close play. The umpire, though, was right on it. That's Dave Waite from Portland. So another run has scored. Sue advances to third. Lauren gets to second. Katie's at first, and that brings up Carrie, who hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Could be 2. She gets it over to second, fires to first, and sure enough, they get the double play. So a tailor-made double play ball, but the run does count. That's Sue. She comes in. Lauren gets the third, but Katie is out at second on the force, and Carrie is out at first on the double play. So that'll bring up Kelly, who led off this inning. We have now batted around, and there's a ground ball right up the middle past the pitcher, and that's going to score the run. So that was Lauren coming in. So that's 9 runs in this inning. I had to count them in my scorebook, plus the 2 they already had. It is 11-2, the Fun Team over Pitch Black. 2 outs now, runner at first. That double play was big. Here's the pitch. Ground ball in the hole between first and second. The second baseman did a good job of trying to get a glove on it as the throw comes in from right field. That's Tiff firing that ball in. So runners at first and second. As Rachel extends the inning, gets to first, and that brings up Aaron, who's catching. So runners at first and second, and 2 out now. 9 runs in. Here's the pitch. It's a line shot to left field. That one's going to drop. Here comes Kelly to third. They're going to hold her there. Rachel gets to second, and Aaron is safe at first on the single. That brings up Yara again, who got on base and scored already once this inning. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. And in that situation, everybody's just running as soon as the ball hits the bat, as they were there, but she swung and missed at that one. So we have 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. It's another single. That's going to drop into left center field. Misha's up with it, fires it in, and another run has scored. That's Kelly. Rachel gets the third, Aaron gets the second, and Yara has gotten to first, and that brings up Bobby. And we're just another batter away. Bobby is the bottom of the order. We might flip this lineup card over a second time. So that's 10 runs this inning. The score is now 12-2. And here's the pitch. That one is outside. The Fun Team having a big inning here from San Diego, doing a nice job finding these holes out there. Here's the next pitch. That one pops it up. Looks like J-Lo's tracking that one. She's under it, calling for it, and that gets the third out mercifully. So 10 runs have come across as Bobby flies out to right center field for the third out. So it is 12-2. Dallas has got some work to do. We did have a double in that one. I should mention that, again, was sponsored by the Sports Diversity Leadership Council. The SDLC is a membership organization of sports teams, leagues, and organizations, as well as corporate partners, convention and visitors bureaus, sports commissions, and individuals working together to harness the power of the sports community. ASANA is a proud member of the SDLC, and you can find out more at sportsdiversityleadership.com. So that was a long bottom half of the second inning, and Pitch Black is going to come in now to start the top of the third inning, and the Fun Team has switched down pitchers. Feeling with this lead and that shot to the face, Sue's going to take a break, and they're going to break in another pitcher, who I might add I have played against, and her pitches are deceptively deep. They look flat. I can tell you she is an excellent pitcher and an excellent fielding pitcher. So they're really not You're really not losing anything with Sue going away. This is definitely an outstanding pitcher and a good fielding pitcher. Good competitor all the way around. My broadcast buddy Mitch recognizes this pitcher as well, and he has an even harder time hitting off her than I do. He's not here right now, so I can say that. So here comes Tiff at the top of the order. Here's the pitch. Sure enough, a strike. Thanks for making me look good there. As the first pitch at the top of the third comes and goes, and there we have a foul out. So that's just a long strike here. Check that. That was the foul out, right? Yeah. So that strikeout is brought to you by 100% Bully Proof. If you've ever been the victim of bullying, whether it was by a family, at school, or at work, find out how you can transform your thoughts and actions to strike out your bullied spirit. Find out more about their boot camps or team building workshops at 100%bully-proof.com. So Mish takes a ball. And here's the pitch. That one just missed. Kind of curved around there, but did not catch the corner. So we've got 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 3-1. That one caught the corner, the umpire says. So we have a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the full count pitch. Mish goes after it. Sends a little pop fly into left field. Not sure that one's going to get caught, but it is. Left fielder's up and has it, keeping her speed off the bases, at least for now, as the play goes F7 for the second out. That brings up Baby Girl. So, Mitch, while you were away, I was talking about our pitcher up here and how good she is and what a hard time. He's nodding his head. Ground ball to third, fires up with it, gets it over to first just in time for the third out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning by the replacement pitcher here for Sue. Comes in and gets him out with the K to kick it off, the fly ball, and then the ground ball, 5-3. So it'll be Junk, Yo, and Boss coming up in the next half inning. But for now, or the next time the pitch black comes up, but for now the fun team with that 10-run lead is coming back up, and I show that Yariam is going to be leading it off as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Folks, we sure appreciate you sticking around and watching these games. We hope you do take an opportunity to share the videos, or if you haven't been commenting, it looks like quite a few of you are commenting on the in the feed, so keep that up. Root on your favorite player. We'd love it if you'd share the video with your friends and family as well. We've got a substitution. I'll get that for you in just a second. Dre is coming into the game. We'll worry about that in a second. Sorry, no, that was for the wrong team. We'll get that for you in just a second. But in the meantime, Yariam is up with that 10-run lead here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. She swings and misses. That was one of those tough ones. It just kind of hung up there, and Yariam took that from the left side. Now she's going to switch sides in the middle of the at-bat, so she's going to go over to the right side where she's maybe a little more comfortable. And hits that one to second base. Comes up with it. She's running down the line. Here comes the throw. It is in time. And she's able to get a good play by that second baseman, just kind of barehanding that ball and getting it over to the first baseman in time to catch the speedy leadoff batter. So that play goes 1-3. That brings up Kella. I called her Kelly earlier. I apologize, Kella. Here's the pitch. And another swing and a miss. Sort of a foul tip there. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That beeping is back in case you can hear it. Here's the 1-2. That one caught the corner, and we've got a caught-looking strikeout. And the pitcher takes a bow. Caught-looking strikeout. Don't see that often. But that was right there. It was right over the plate. He was more surprised that she took it than anything. Wasn't arguing the call at all. That brings up Shannon. She had the big blast in the last 2 innings. See what she does here. Here's the pitch. Another hard ground ball right up the middle past the glove of the pitcher. J-Lo's up with it and gets it into the second baseman. So she's going to stop at first, Will Shannon, and that brings up Sue. So I'm told that you can't hear the beeping and that I should stop talking about it. So I'm going to stop talking about the beeping that you can't hear. That brings up Sue. Hits a ground ball right back at the pitcher. She just fires it over to second for the easy out, and that is 3. So no runs. The pitch black is able to navigate through the top of the order without giving up any runs, as Sue has grounded and the play got 1-6 there for the third out. That forced out Shannon, who was the third out. So that'll bring up Lauren, Katie, and Carrie coming up in the next half inning. But for right now, we've got pitch black coming up, and again, as promised, that was Junk, Yo, and Boss. As we head into the top of the fourth inning. These games are timed, so they are 55 minutes, no new inning after 50. So we will go down and get a time check on this game here shortly, as my buddy Tara is going to go down and check him. Find out how much time we've got here, and we'll bring that to you shortly. In the meantime, pitch black is going to step into the box here. They are the visiting team. So the way the time works is that the home team really kind of controls that. So if time runs out and the home team has not batted, if they're trailing, they still get to come in and bat because you finished the inning. As Junk takes a pitch there, and that's a called strike. Here comes the 1-2, and a hard ground ball by Junk right up the middle. She's able to get to first base easily enough to lead off the fourth. That will bring up Yo. Here's the pitch to Yo, and she takes a ball deep. Goes after that one, though. Ground ball right at the shortstop. Fields it cleanly over to second base. Second base on the relay. Back to first in time. So a great 6-4-3 double play there. And there are 13 minutes left in this game. So Yo hit into the double play that was beautifully fielded. 6-4-3. That forced Junk at second. And then on the return throw got Yo out. So that gives Boss, the big hitter, coming up with nobody on and 2 outs. She goes after the first pitch and launches one to left field. That is past the glove of the left fielder. She's running all the way to the wall. Boss heads past first. She's going to go to second. She looks, turning, heads to third. Here comes the throw. She is in time and safe because the ball got away from the third baseman, but backed up nicely by the pitcher. So a great bomb to left field by Boss, who is able to get to third. What a shot, and a great effort by that left fielder who stuck the glove up there, and were it just a couple of inches one way to the left, she would have had it. Here's a ground ball up the shortstop. She's up with it, gets it over to first. So the triple is for naught, as the third out is recorded 6-3. So that bomb triple, unable to yield any runs, as Leslie has grounded, and the play goes 6-3 for the third out. So that'll bring up Rowdy, Bex, and J-Lo for pitch black in the next half inning. And with about 10 minutes to go, the fun team will take the field as the home team as we head into the top of 5. We're going to get ready and show you here the rest of the games we're going to cover here in just a minute. We'll throw up our graphic to show you. We're on game 2 of this graphic here, so when you see it, know that we are doing the 10 o'clock game now, and we'll take a break after this, reset some equipment, and we'll come back at noontime. So you can see the graphic up now. See that we had the pitch black game at 9 and now at 10 o'clock against the fun team. Then we'll take a break. And we've got Fort Lauderdale for 2 at 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock against Boston and Kansas City. Sorry, against Norfolk and Kansas City. Where did I say Boston? That's what it looked like from here. Norfolk and Kansas City coming up. So we've got Fort Lauderdale against Norfolk, and then Fort Lauderdale against Kansas City. That'll be coming up next. We'll take an hour's break in between. Yours truly needs to wet his whistle so that I can keep going here. Kudos to my two compatriots in the booth today. I've got Tara, who is the secretary. Who's the ASANA secretary. I was going to call her the Naga secretary, my bad. Who's the ASANA secretary. Jeff Chase would be mad at me right now if you heard that. He'd probably be like, you can have it, though. But Jeff, I don't think you want this job. So we've got 3 straight balls here, and that's going to be a walk, leadoff, for Lauren, who heads down to third. That was the substitution, so that is not Lauren. That's Katie at the plate. She takes the ball. So I've got Tara on my right, and on my left I have the Cloud Sports Network co-founder Mitch. After 2 back-to-back walks, we get to first and second. So runners at first and second, Carey at the plate with nobody out. Fun team trying to advance. Got another ball here. Haven't seen a strike yet in this inning as the pitcher is struggling a little bit. There's one, and a hard ground ball right past the shortstop. Runner will come in from second. She's rounding third, and she scores. Katie gets to second, and Carey gets to first. So another run has scored. That makes it 13-2. Fun team over pitch black. 13-2. Kelly's at the plate now. Takes the ball. Behind her is Rachel. Runners at first and second, still nobody out. And another walk. So that brings up Rachel with the bases loaded. So Rachel is pitching now. She took over for Sue. That pitch is called illegal because the umpire is going to go out there and talk to her now about it. So here's the rule with pitching. In ASA, which this is now USA, you have to actually maintain contact with what is essentially the rubber, or in this case the chalk line, with your foot until the ball has released your hand. Then the foot can come off. She was letting that foot off a little bit before that ball had gone. So that's why that pitch was called illegal. That pitch just missed, so that's another ball. Bases are loaded, and that pitch was also illegal, but that because it lacked the height requirement. So we've got runners. That forces in a run. So that'll be Katie coming in. Carey advances to third. Kelly gets to first, and Rachel on the RBI walk gets to first. That pitch missed. So another ball. That pitch is also illegal. So the other part that pitch was called for is not because she didn't have her foot in contact when the ball left her hand, is because she did kind of a walking start. You can't do that either. You have to have a stop motion at some point. So that pitch was not any good, and we have yet another walk. So the pitcher's struggling out there. Clearly, quite a few walks here in this inning, and they're going to go ahead and sub her out and bring in the original pitcher, Robin. So that's after 3 runs have scored. So the score is now 15-2. So with the new pitcher, we'll pick it up with still nobody out. Bases full. They have been walked full. Here's the pitch. Pops it up. That's going to be called an infield fly into the glove of the shortstop, and that is our first out. So the infield fly rule is runners at least at first and second and less than 2 outs. So in this case, because the bases were full, there were runners at first and second and nobody out yet, so you clearly had less than 2. So we get a strike there, 1 out, bases loaded, 3 runs in. Here's the pitch. Hard shot down the right field line. That's going to be fair. Here comes the runner from third. Rachel round second, heads home. Runner from first heads to third. She's going to hold up there. And that is the ball game. So that we're calling that ball game on the run rule. The run rule is 20 after 3, 15 after 4. And we are in the 4th inning. The home team is up by 15 runs as those 4 runs came in, making it 17-2. And that will be our final score, 17-2 on the run rule. So the San Diego Fun Team hands another tough defeat to Pitch Black. But man, the Fun Team's bats were on fire today for their first game of the day. Pitch Black will end the day 0-2 today. Later on when tournament play starts, we'll see if their bats can get going. So for now, that is all for us. We will be back in an hour for that 12 o'clock game. Sorry, lost track of the time. We'll be back again for the 12 o'clock game. We're signing out for now from the Cloud Sports Network in Valoris Park in the lower 9th Ward of New Orleans at the ASANA Softball World Series.